that correct? Jamal. I'm not sitting near him.
Man, I ain't going up there without
I'm not sitting back there alone.
All right, shut up.
All right, you go now.
Get a dent, pull a screwdriver, and be all quick with the dope ride. Yeah, and a Benz and an Audi too. Even a Jeep or van, goddamn, we're getting ours, yo. Take a trip up the strip and be like stars, so it doesn't matter if the cops be scoping. They can't do jack, that's why a young brother's open to do anything, anywhere, any place. Buck wild in another court case.
Like the breeze float straight out of our lids. Them, they got booed by these hard rock Brooklyn kids. Us floor rush when they DJ booming classics. You dig the crew on the fattest hip hop record. Uber up the styles like Miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms right down your block. We beat to rap, what key beat to lock. But I'm cool like that. 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 I'm cool.
The chocolates taps on my raps. She innovates at the sweet and cat naps. He at the funk club with the vibrate. Then they be crazy down with the 5-link. It can kick a plan, then a crowd burst. Me, I be digging it with the bug verse. Us, we be freaking till dawn, peace and I. He gets a stranger smile, so I say hi. Who understood? Yeah, understood the plans. Him heard of it and put it to his hands. What? I just flip, rap borders get loose. How to consume all the beats is like juice. If it's the shit, we'll lift it off the plastic. The babes will go spastic. Hip-hop is a classic. Pimp play a shot, it don't matter. I'm fatter, axe butter how I zone.
Man, Cleopatra Jones.
And I'm chill like that. 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 I'm chill.
Get you free, cause the clips be fat for us. Them dug the jams and commenced to going off. She sweats the beats and asks me cause she pumping. Me, I got 2 kids, 7 and a crescent. Us cause a buzz when the liquor bags are dope. Him, that's my man with the asteroid belt. They get your face from the Mr. Rocks a tee from the Brooklyn 9 days. The rebirth the slick like my gangster stroll. The lyrics just like me, I'm a stack. Now he boogies up your stage, pads twist the braids, and I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that. I'm peace. Check it out, man. I groove like that. I'm smooth like that. We jazz like that. We freak like that. We zoom like that. We out. We out. We out.
Paco was scared.
Tell you. Check this out. I'm telling you, what I'm talking about, man.
Yes? All right. Gloria, please read the first sentence on the board.
Why me?
Because I know how much you love to read. Close the magazine.
Odysseus had no sense of direction.
Now, none of these sentences are correct. I'd like you to rewrite these sentences using proper tenses and spelling on page 4 of your worksheets. You think this is funny? Tito, would this be funny if it were a picture of you?
It ain't.
Close the workbooks. Maybe we should talk about art. Tito's got real talent, don't you think? You know something? I saw a picture just like this once in a museum. Only it wasn't a black man. It was a Jewish man. And instead of the big lips, he had a really big nose, like a rat's nose. But he wasn't just one particular Jewish man. This was a drawing of all Jews. And these drawings were put in the newspapers by the most famous gang in history.
That's us, dog.
You think you know all about gangs? You're amateurs. This gang would put you all to shame. And they started out poor and angry, and everybody looked down on them until one man decided to give them some pride, an identity, and somebody to blame. Take over neighborhoods? That's nothing compared to them. They took over countries. You want to know how? They just wiped out everybody else. Yeah, they wiped out everybody they didn't like and everybody they blamed for their life being hard. And one of the ways they did it was by doing this. See, they'd print pictures like this in the newspapers. Jewish people with big, long noses. Blacks with big, fat lips. They'd also publish scientific evidence that proved Jews and blacks were the lowest form of human species. Jews and blacks were more like animals. And because they were just like animals, it didn't really matter whether they lived or died. In fact, life would be a whole lot better if they were all dead. That's how
You don't know what we gotta do.
I'm gonna ask you a question. If that question applies to you, you step.
Does the refugee camp count?
You decide.
Sometimes tries to hurt my mom and me. I feel like I have to protect my family.
I was having trouble deciding what candy I wanted. Then I heard gunshots. I looked down to see that one of
Listen up. The only someone with a number on their arm, these were the lucky people, the people who, when we came to Auschwitz.
At any time of day, poor helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Families are torn apart.
If only I can be myself, I'll be satisfied. I know that I'm a woman with inner strength and a great deal of courage. If God lets me live.
And then they went straight upstairs to the attic. The day that I have.
I think I got your color.
Stand for life, stand for truth, stand for something, don't fall for nothing.
There's no place like this out there for us.
I'm not allowed to.
The book would be something to leave behind that said we were here. Together for junior year?
No. We're gonna be together junior and senior year.